At this point, we built a lot of linchpin. You guys have built out your foundation in your email newsletter. We built out your continuity program. We've got your MIFKI. We've also built your dramatic demonstrations now. I want to focus more on other ways to get traffic into your funnel, ways that aren't traditional like Facebook and Google ads. You guys know those things. You can find courses teaching them, but I want to find other ways that are more unique, they're more strategic, a lot of times are way less expensive. And so I brought one of my favorite entrepreneurs to speak to you guys today. His name's Nehemiah Davis. Nehemiah is someone who's been in our community for years. He's a category king inside of our inner circle mastermind groups. And at a recent meeting, he started sharing with me all the ways he's getting traffic into his funnels and his challenges. So I wanted him to share a whole handful of different ideas with you for a couple of reasons. Number one, to give you those ideas. But number two, to get the wheels in your head spinning about all the other ways you can use to get traffic into your funnels. The more creative you can get with your traffic generation methods, the less it's going to cost you, the more consistent traffic you can get, and the more fun you can have. So with that said, I cannot wait for you to learn some unique traffic strategies from my friend Nehemiah Davis.
Keep it going, make some noise for Nehemiah!
How many people here are ready to get your first or next ClickFunnels award? Somebody say that's me. Nah. I'm gonna say it one more time. How many people here are ready to get your first or your next ClickFunnels award? Somebody say that's me. I'm gonna be honest. Can I be transparent for a minute? As I'm looking around the crowd and I'm asking that, I don't believe you actually believe it. So in a minute, I'm gonna ask everybody one more time, how many people believe you're about to get your first or your next ClickFunnels award? And what I need you to do when I ask you that, I need you guys to erupt, stand up off your feet and say that's me, because I got this one concept. And it's called how you do anything is how you do everything. So everything that you do, you must give it everything that you got. So again, if it's something simple as just repeating after me, I'm not doing this for my success. This is for your success. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this, and I'm looking in the crowd and I don't see that everybody believe. I sat here years ago, I didn't even know what a funnel was. They said, funnel, what's that? But what happened was I saw someone else get one and I said, oh, what's up? Why? Because I understand you got to see it before you see it so you can seize it. And you can't achieve something that you don't actually believe. So in a minute, I'm going to ask everybody one more time, how many people believe you're going to get your first or your next funnel? And the only reason why I'm asking you guys that, because we got a bunch of these and we helped so many other people get it. So again, I'm talking from a belief today. I'm talking from a thing where you come here, you're like, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm letting you know it's going to work. I'm certain that it's going to work. But the person who got to believe it is me. Somebody say, I believe. Come on, like you mean it. Somebody say, I believe. One of the most powerful things you can have in life is belief, y'all. So I need you guys to understand that this is your time to make it happen. So on 3, I need you guys to get ready to erupt, get off your feet and say, that's me. How many people know you're ready to get your first or your next ClickFunnels award? Somebody say, that's me. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Man, it is an absolute honor and an absolute privilege to be here today. But it's one thing I need you guys to understand before I get started. This is not another day for y'all. Some of you are here treating this as it's another conference, it's another piece of information. No, this is the information that's going to change everything for you. This is the information that's going to provide for your family. This is the information that's going to make you a millionaire. This is the information that may make you 6 figures, 7, whatever it is, but the person who got to believe it is you. So again, the thing that I need you guys to do for me for the rest of the time here is play all out. Somebody say all out. Because remember, how you do anything is how you do what? How you do anything is what? How you do what? So I need you guys to play all out. So a little bit about myself, y'all. West Philadelphia, born and raised. Playground where I spend most of my days. Y'all, I grew up, man, it's a crazy story and I got to share it with you guys. And normally, y'all, you'll ask Russell, you ask anybody. When I talk, I don't like sharing stories. I want to give you guys certain gems, but I need you guys to understand where I came from for you to understand what's possible for yourself, right? So my dad been in jail since I was 2 years old for committing murder. I have not saw my dad in 20 years. He died there about 6 years ago. And after my 2 years old, I probably seen him a total of 5 to 10 times. So I grew up fatherless. I grew up into a drug-infested neighborhood, meaning when I say drug-infested neighborhood, when I walk outside of my house, literally walk down my steps, soon as I walk down my steps, there's 2 to 3 prostitutes outside every single day. They knew my name, I knew their name. They was like my neighbors. I would walk around the corner to the basketball courts in this drug-infested neighborhood, and all I would see every single day was people outside selling dope, selling drugs. And I 100% believed that was going to be me because that's all I saw. Whatever you tune into, you turn into, and whatever entertains you, trains you. I was seeing it every single day, so I believed, Neo, that might be your lifestyle, right? But what must happen, y'all? What must you do when times get rough? Everybody say, keep going. Keep going. When things are up against you, what must you do? So eventually my mom cracked the code. Shout out my mom, she's here, right? She says, son, she says, son, we got to figure it out. So my mom sent me to a school where there's 50 African Americans in the school out of 1,000. I became the minority. And I promise you, all I knew was drug-infested neighborhood. I slept in the middle room of my grandma's house on the row home. But I went to this school. My friends had hospitals. They had movie theaters. My one friend in particular, Frank Coco, we would go over to my guy's house, and my man had 4 acres. We would ride four-wheelers. I'm from West Philly. When we're riding four-wheelers, we're running. Like, we're running from the cops. I got to ride around his property. I'm like, wow, nobody behind me chasing me? This is nice. This dude even had a pool house. Did anybody watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? I only thought that was possible on TV. So going to this school, my favorite quote, I want you guys to write it down. Once your mind is expanded to a new concept or idea, it's hard to go back to its original way of thinking. So I saw something, but I didn't quite understand it yet. So 9th grade happened, 10th grade happened, 11th grade happened. I ended up getting kicked out of high school. But what must we do? What must we do? So to this point, Dad been in jail since I was 2, right? Grew up in a drug-infested neighborhood, got kicked out of high school. Now I had the opportunity to go to college. I went to a new high school, and this is where I first learned about mentorship. And when I went to this new high school, guys, I said I did great. I got to go to college. I went to college like, I am the man. This is going to work. So I went to college, right? While I'm in college, it lasted for about 2 months. Can anybody guess what happened to me there? I got kicked out. So to this point, Dad been in jail since I was 2, grew up in a drug-infested neighborhood, kicked out of high school, kicked out of college, and up until this point, I've been fired from 9 jobs. So I said, man, maybe I should try this job thing one more time. So I went to this new job called Atlantic Aviation. It was at the private airport. Again, my favorite quote, once your mind is expanded to a new concept or idea, it's hard to go back to its original way of thinking. So I used to see these millionaires and billionaires every single day at this job, and I'm like, man, I could be that one day. I had no clue how. Some of you are here like, man, how do I get the award? How do I make my business grow? You don't need to know the how. You just got to be committed and willing to do whatever it takes, right? You got to be willing to go all in. So I ended up getting kicked out of this job. So to this point, kicked out of high school, college, fired from 10 jobs. In this moment, guys, and I want y'all to write this down. Somebody say never. I can't hear you. Are we playing all out? Somebody say never. Listen to they. One of the most important things you never want to do in life is share your big dream with a small mind. It will never make sense. Some of y'all at ClickFunnels right now, they said, why would you go there? That's a scam. Now, understanding scam means still confused about money. They're trying to tell you how to make money that they never had. It will never make sense. So for me, I said, man, maybe they're right. Maybe if I keep going down this wrong path, I won't be anything. Maybe if I keep hanging around the wrong, they said, you won't be your father's cellmate. I'm like, well, it could happen. You're going to sell drugs like your father. It could happen. But in that moment, guys, I made a decision. Somebody say decision. And this is the decision that everybody's making here, that you're going to do whatever it takes today. When? To change your life and do whatever it takes to do that, right? So in that moment, I said, Neil, man, maybe they're right. It's time for me to make a decision to change everything. I can't keep going over doing the same thing because I'm going to keep getting the same results. So what happened, y'all, in that very moment, I became mentally unemployable. I used this concept, right? And I got this certain statement. It has to work or it has to work. Everybody say that. Say it has to work or it has to work. So what I did was I started internalizing that statement. I also said, in this very moment, I'm mentally unemployable. It's been 15 years since I went back to a job. Multiple 8-figure companies later, dozens of employees, right? I'm living the dream life. And more importantly in all that, I'm helping everybody else from where I come from believe. Somebody say believe. I had to be the example to let a whole bunch of people know that it is 100% possible for you. So now the biggest claim to fame, y'all, all of these years, 15 years later, we constantly giving back to charity. We now served over 150,000 people. And remember, do y'all guys remember that drug-infested neighborhood that I talked about? You remember the court I just hang on? Last month, they just renamed the entire street after me, called the Nehemiah Davis Way, and an entire basketball court. But what did I have to do? I had to make a decision, y'all. Let's play that video and let's get right to work.
I come to Philly and it hasn't been for glorious moments like this, but I see the love in this city. We gotta be the change.
I need y'all to make a lot of noise right now, West Philadelphia. I need y'all to make a lot of noise right now. Come on, y'all see what's going on out here?
In every hood, there's an MLK Street. But in Philadelphia, there's a Nehemiah Davis way. There's a Nehemiah Davis way. 10 years from now, what street you on? Turn off of 52nd in Nehemiah Davis way.
4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Come on. Let's go, West Philadelphia. Y'all see what's going on out here?
I want to thank everybody for coming here today. We fully revitalized the basketball courts. We wasn't waiting for somebody to come do it. As a community, y'all, we gotta do it ourselves. So I need everybody here to be that person, say, I'm doing it for my community.
Everybody say, I believe. Everybody say, I believe. Let's get to work, y'all. So in the last several years, we've figured out social media, right, where we were able to generate a whole bunch of leads, you know, make substantial amount of revenue and show a whole bunch of people these things. Is it okay if I break down the secret formulas that allow so many different business owners to grow? But the thing that I need you guys to do today, I need you to commit to doing the information. Because the hardest thing, the reason why I had to tell you about my dad, all these different things, I did that for a reason. Because the hardest thing some of you going to have to do today is actually post on Instagram. Some of the hardest things some of you gonna have to do today is actually film this 1-minute video.
Hey, thank you so much for tuning in this episode. I hope you're getting extreme amount of value. I want you to go ahead and comment below, share with me your biggest takeaway. In addition to that, my #1 goal is for me to be able to grow all of my social platforms so I can give you info, insight, strategy, and gain from every platform there is. So take a minute to follow me on Instagram at Neo Davis. So same exact name on Twitter, same exact name on TikTok, and follow me on LinkedIn at Nehemiah Davis. I would love for you to be able to be tuned into my articles and everything that I drop relating to helping you get to that next level in your life. Tune in.
Step #1 in this blueprint is called value content. This is by far one of the biggest hacks and growth hacks to rapidly growing your audience. I'm talking about one of the biggest things. So when you look at Alex Hermosi, who just started playing all out on social media about a year ago, millions of followers. Myron Golden, millions of followers. My guy Justin P in here, over 800,000 followers in the last month. Edward Collins in here, 2 million followers in the last 5 months. They all follow this specific formula, and it's called value content. So everybody write this down. First thing I need you to do, schedule a date to get your content done. First thing, schedule the date. Right now I need a date. Somebody yell out a date that you're doing this. Oh, I like it. So here's how this works. What I need you guys to do, you're going to go ahead and schedule a day where you're going to do value content. You're going to go ahead and record 50, how many? 50 to 100 videos in the day. You're going to bring 5 different outfits. You could go to Claude.ai, you could go to ChatGPT, you could go on your Instagram or your Facebook and say, hey, I'm about to go ahead and share, whatever it is that you do, you're about to go online and you want to share all this content for free. What do you want to learn about? One of the best ways to get your information is actually get it from the people who's consuming your information, right? So you want to literally ask them, what do you want to learn about? You go ahead and get your 50 different topics. And here's the thing. Here's the formula when it comes to creating value content. Give your best stuff away for free. Nehemiah, why would I do anything like that? Move forward on that slide. Why would I do anything like that? Because, and most people are unwilling to do this because they're like, well, if I give away my best stuff for free, why would they buy? That's exactly why they would buy. You want to blow their mind away with some of the best content. So you need to create 3 to 5 pillar pieces of content. Anytime you get 1 to 2 minutes to talk about it, you need to absolutely blow their mind away, right? So you want to go ahead and pick that day. Bring 3 to 5 outfits. And understand this, guys, you will not be great when you get started, but you must start. What must we do? So what I need you guys to do, pick that day. Go ahead and start filming out your value content, 50 pieces, 1-minute videos, real quick. Hey, so guys, let me go ahead and share with you 3 steps to getting your event space. First thing you want to do is find a space. You want to go on Crexy.com. You're looking for a 1,000 to 3,000 square feet space. Second thing you want to do is you want to fund it. You're looking for OPM, which stands for other people's money. You want to go to banks like Key Bank, where they will give you $50,000 business credit line, right? Or you also want to go to banks like Floor & Decor, right? A credit card company. In addition to that, the third thing you guys want to do in this process, you want to automate. You want to go on websites like Upwork.com, hire you a virtual assistant, and they will list your business on all these different websites. So again, that's an example of one piece of viral content. You want to do 50 of these. And the thing is, when you're doing all 50 of these, guys, you want to have them in the mix. 1 to 3 minute videos, 5 to 8 minute videos. And the reason why you want to do a bunch of them, because if you're going to do a long form video that's 5 to 8 minutes, now you got a great video for your YouTube. And now you can cut that video up into smaller clips. And now when you're cutting that video up into smaller clips, now you can do distribution. Can I quickly share with you guys how to turn one video into 5 videos? Can I quickly share with you guys how to turn one video into 5 videos? So I've been to 56 countries all around this world. And when we used to go to these countries, we would literally film the same video over and over and over again, and we changed the ending. Now what I want you guys to do is film one video. You pause. If you're interested in learning more, click the link in my bio. If you're interested in learning more, comment the word work. If you're interested in learning more, share this live out with 3 people, comment the word done. Everything you're doing need to be a call to action, right? Go ahead and subscribe. I got a bunch of free more videos like this on YouTube. And what you're now going to do, you're now going to distribute that content on Instagram. Write it down. TikTok, YouTube long form, YouTube shorts, right? So now what you're just doing, now you're distributing this content everywhere. So now what you're now doing, you're putting yourself out here so everybody knows you. Why? Because listen to me. One of the things I heard Grant say, if they don't know you, they can't flow you. Some of you in here, you are extremely good at what you do, but no one knows what you do. You are the best kept secret. So what I need you guys to do, you take this content and you literally distribute it on all these sites. And for those who like, Neil, I don't got a video team. I don't got all of this. You go to Munch, you go to Opus Clip, you go to video.ai. You literally can insert the video clip and it will literally, we invest about $30,000 a month on our content team, right? One of my guys before, like, bro, it takes me 2 hours to do those Hormozy style videos, right? Just to edit it. When they created Munch and they created Opus, you just go ahead and load the video in there. It now go ahead and create everything for you. And it will also give you the caption. Now you can go ahead and put it on all the different sites. So again, that's value content. Let me give you guys an example of one of my pieces of value content that recently went viral. As you guys can see, one of my team members uploaded this video. It got 4 million views. It got 72,000 shares, 34,000 saves, and we got over 15,000 followers from that one post. But guess what? You're not going to get this information without doing mass distribution. So once we finish our value content day, you go on Upwork or you reach out to a virtual assistant, you get them to distribute it and schedule it across all platforms. We use something called Later, or you can also use the IG scheduling app, right? So is that helpful for you guys? Next, let's go to IG Mastery. Quickly. So, very quickly, y'all, IG has generated so much followers and so much revenue. I want to go ahead and break down some few things that you can maximize your IG. And one of the easiest ways for you to actually generate more, get more visibility, is for you to increase your posting. Something so simple as you need to post every day. How often should you post? How often should you post? Not some days, guys. And one of my secret strategies, right? Shout out my guy. He tapped in with me years ago and he said, bro, I was able to do this just because I followed this one formula. But again, this don't work if you don't. This is what's called my infomercial strategy. Every single night from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., we post every hour and a half. You use later.com, use the Instagram scheduling, and all you're doing overnight is you're selling to your audience. DM you to learn more, right? It could be DM you to learn more. Book a call. Go to the website. Show testimonials. Whatever it is that you want to show, you're literally showing them that during that time, right? And every morning we wake up with 10 to 20 book calls. We wake up with $1,000 to $2,000 from overnight, and you get one virtual assistant at the beginning of the month to schedule this all for 30 days. And at 8 a.m., we come in and we archive every single one of the posts. Y'all picking this up? Are y'all picking it up? Trying to give it to you guys fast. Next thing, guys, somebody say automation. One of the most important things you're going to do is leverage automation. And one of the things that we do, we use something called ManyChat or we use something called Mobile Monkey, right? And what this does is, right now, if you guys go on my Instagram right now, if you go comment, my Instagram is @NeoDavis. So if you go comment FHL, I think, I don't know what happens, but you will see that it's now talking to you. It's now, it does something. My team set up, but it's now talking to you, right? You can go comment anything. So one of the things you want to do when you set up this mini chat on your thing, guess what you want to do? You want it to respond to comments. Respond to your direct messages. When you go on live, you want to make sure you can pin a word, like comment the word "when" to learn more about what I got going on. While they're on the live, they're commenting the word "when." While they're commenting the word "when," it is now sending them an auto message, signing them up for whatever it is that you're offering. So this is another critical thing. So what happens is, would take a virtual assistant. We're sending out anywhere from 100 to 500 DMs every single day, all on automation. We're registering anywhere between 100 to 1,000 people a day for our webinars using all automation. Comment, DM me the word "class" to learn more. Comment the word "class" to learn more. And now all it is sending them a bunch of different information. So again, that's some of the things that I guys recommend you guys do on Instagram. Next thing, guys, theme page domination. Let's keep moving forward, y'all. So, for those who don't know, so many of you are here like, Neo, I don't want to grow an audience. You don't have to grow one. We call this OPS, which stands for other people's audiences and other people's stages. How do you leverage something that someone already else built? So on Instagram, one of the things that we like to do, we leverage theme pages. We've been spending money on Instagram theme pages for the last 5-6 years, right? So one of the pages we got up is a page called Recession Freedom, right? And what this page does is it gives you the opportunity for them to just post viral reels about what it is that you got going on. But guess what? I got probably like 15,000 followers in the last couple months leveraging pages like this. So I take that one post, I reach out to them like, what's the call to action? Hey, I'm interested in paid promo. I'm interested in paid promo. I'm interested in paid promo and partnerships. Can you send me your rates, right? So now when I'm sending this to them, I normally send a voice note, right? But I'm trying to give you guys the easy way. And now when I send this to them, I'm sending this to everybody else. I'm getting their price and I'm immediately locking in. But here's how you dominate their page. Once you initially get in with them, you now want to ask, how much is it to go Instagram live with me? How much can you go ahead and put my link in your bio? There's something no one's doing, right? Next thing you do is now on Instagram, it gives you the opportunity to do a broadcast chat. Can you send a message out to your broadcast channel every week? On this time, how much will it cost a month? Can you go ahead and pin my post to the top of your page? So now you are literally taking over their page. Now you go to do that with 10 other pages. Another hack is every city, major city, they got specific theme pages, right? So I live in Atlanta. They got something called ATL Scoop. And all it does is just talk about news and things that are happening. I'll go post on there because if you want to go get the audience that's in that city, I will go directly to where they're at. Right? I'll go right to that page. You're giving these people $50 to $500 for a post. You're getting all the followers. You're getting the leads. You're getting the opt-ins. You're getting all of this. So what we do is we run this on all these different pages. So again, some of the pages that you guys might want to use is Millionaire Mentor, right? One of the pages I use is Hollywood Unlocked. One of the pages I use is Shade Room. But ideally, you want to find pages that align with your industry and align with your niche. So you literally can start punching all of these out very quick. So again, that's the promo, it's the pin post, it's the broadcast. Next thing, y'all, affiliate mastery. Man, how many people gonna take action on the Instagram play? Got it. When are we gonna take action on it? When are we gonna take action on it? Got it. So next thing, guys, is affiliate mastery. So many of you here already have an audience, and so many of you don't have an audience. This is what I call my indirect affiliate marketing. So you can hire a virtual assistant, go find all of these individuals, pay a virtual assistant, whatever you pay an hour, and all they're doing is outreach. They're outreaching on Facebook groups. So if you do business credit, I'm finding every business credit group there is. If you do, name something somebody doing here. Art, right? I'm finding every art page, right? Somebody do insurance. I'm finding every insurance page. Hey, are you interested in I would love to do a monthly class to your audience, and we split 50% of the sales. So the idea is you go find 5-10 different pages that you literally can go present to their audience. Like we got Facebook groups with 20, 30, 40,000 people in there, and hundreds of people come up to the class, but this is the audience that you didn't have, right? The same exact thing with leveraging the Facebook pages. You want to go find other entrepreneurs that already had communities. And I got 2 ways I do the direct and the indirect. Every single month, you're doing a class to their audience. And for those who already have your own audience, you're doing two different workshops a month. You're doing a direct affiliate workshop where you're going in there like, hey guys, man, Hey, guys, so I'll give you guys an example. My guy, Jose in the crowd, he got something called the Chat Assassins, right? Yo, you could come to my audience, tell everybody what it is that you got on, because people need what you got. And I'm telling my audience that, yo, guys, this is something I personally use. I recommend that you use it. And anybody that buy, he's going to give me my percentage, right? So I'm being very transparent. But we do a do not buy. Everybody on our list that did not buy, this is a straight, somebody can come in every single month and they can sell their offer. So again, y'all, one of my favorite affirmations that I used to use was affiliate marketing pays for my lifestyle. So the money I was making, it was covering everything just by leveraging these plays. So again, direct and indirect, and then reach out to the different Facebook groups. Reach out, how much would it cost for you to go and do a promo? Can you go ahead and be an admin also on that group where you can post every week, 1 to 2 times a week? Like, you don't need to build the audience. Just take somebody's audience that they already spent so much time, energy, and effort building. Next thing is podcast mastery. Somebody say podcast. Guys, podcasting is literally blowing up, right? We just bought a house that we use for our mastermind. I had this young guy come over he wanted to do this value video. He wanted to do this influencer video, did a house tour. We got 300,000 views on his YouTube channel. So one of the things you want to look for when it comes to podcasting, look for these influencers that do lifestyle videos if you're into lifestyle marketing, right? Look for podcasters, right? Go to the top 100 list on podcasts, and you want to literally start outreaching to every single one. And there's 2 ways you can do this, y'all. It's something called pay to play, where you literally could just pay to go get on the podcast, or you could give so much value where you can essentially get on there for free. The pay way is just a lot easier, where you're asking, hey, do you offer sponsorships for me to be on your, like, can I pay you a sponsorship to be a guest on your podcast? And what you're now going to do on that podcast, here's what you're going to ask them, write it down. Any podcast you're going to do, you also take your own videographer when you go to the podcast. When you go there, make sure you do a vertical shot so you now got the reels. You're going to ask, hey, can I go ahead and send you a video promoting my product that you can already plug into your video? So now you got to add sponsorship in there, what lives forever. The reason why I love YouTube, the reason why I love podcasts, it's evergreen. Next thing you're going to ask, can you go ahead and send an email to your list, and can you promote this class, whatever it is that I got going on when the episode drops? Like, you're literally trying to maximize the entire relationship, right? So again, all of those things you're going to do on the podcast, right? And another step that you guys can do on the podcast, which is dope, is one of the things that we do when we have these big events, we book big speakers. We interview the speaker on the podcast, so now the episode lives forever. So now we're paying them to be on the podcast, but it's not a one and done. It will be on YouTube and it will live forever. And now people are constantly tapping into it. Next thing, so your outreach with a podcast, I recommend a virtual assistant or reach out to a podcast booking agency, and they literally just give you an entire list. We got like 50 podcasts on our list where we just literally go on podcast runs, and this just gives you the opportunity to get on everybody's audience. And then you take every video that you did on theirs and you add it to your YouTube channel to make you more of a celebrity. I'll give you an example. My brothers, Wallow and Gilly, we paid like 20 or 30,000 to be on their podcast, right? This one podcast got about 500 to 700,000 views. We made our money back in 2 days. It's free. Somebody say it's free. So again, you gotta put out money sometimes to make money. Another quick hack that you guys can do, you guys can go to intro.co or Cameo, hire you an influencer for $500, and you could go ahead and interview them, or they'll give you a quick promo video that you can use. Next thing, oh gosh, partnerships. So again, now that you guys figured out all of this information, once you get extremely good at this, you now go deploy all of this for other influencers and other entrepreneurs. So that's one hack. But what we do, anytime we're booking the speaker, anytime we're in a partnership, one of the things that we're leveraging is IG Live, where you go IG Live with us. Where you do an IG Live, where you do a post in your group, where you send out an email, where you send out a text. And what we do essentially is we give you 50% of all ticket sales, or we give them an upfront fee so we don't have to pay anything. Guys, wow. Did y'all pick anything up on that? So, I really need a lot more time to get through what I teach you guys, but this is what I'm going to say. Everything that I just shared with you, these are the things that will get people on the stages. These are the things that will get people to get that next ClickFunnels Awards, right? So what I need you guys to do is commit. Somebody say commit. So again, guys, don't treat today like it's another conference. Don't treat today like it's another piece of information. Take this information, execute on it, and I promise you, nothing will ever be the same. And when hard things come against you, when negative things come along your way, what must we do? What must we do? Thank y'all guys so much. Appreciate y'all.